way. Take a car, take a plane, baby, whichever is faster. Whichever one is in the hassle. Oh, damn, yeah, man. Oh, never knew, no, I never knew that you be a freak and a friend too. Yeah, you into everything I'm into. Oh, I got something that I could lend you. Oh, a peace of mind, baby. Come and get a peace of mind. Yeah. Say you gotta work from 3 to 9.
Hello guys, I'm back with another makeup video. As you guys can see, my face has been breaking out so bad and I really needed to cover that up because I was feeling very insecure and I didn't like that, so I decided to cover it up. And also this video is gonna be a bit of a tutorial for beginners because I'm a beginner myself, so we are going to be doing together. Okay, so we are going to start with priming our face. I use the Maybelline Baby Skin Primer. I love it because it works well for me. And then I follow up with the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. This is the best foundation ever since I started makeup. I started with the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. It's been treating me so well for years now, so that is why I love it. And also it matches my skin really well. I use the shade Toffee 330 and it works very well for me. I love it. As you guys can see how it looks on my face right now. It covers everything. It covers every pigment on my face. And also, like when you really need to cover up everything, then obviously you are going to have to do layers, but I don't really do layers. I only do one coat and then I'm fine. Okay, so the following step is the eyebrows. I use the Glamour spray for, it's actually a glue for wigs, but then I use it for my eyebrows because it sticks them so well. And then I use a spoolie to brush my eyebrows properly, to shape them properly. And then after I put them in place with the glue, I obviously dry them. And then the following step is I use an eyebrow pencil. I use this Sorbet one. I got it from Clicks, so you can also get your own. You can get it anywhere, guys. There's eyebrow pencils everywhere. You can get it at Mr. Price, or I don't know, anywhere where you can find it. I really love this pencil because it's very pigmented, and as you guys can see, like, you don't need to press it on. Like, I just use it lightly, very lightly, but it works. Like you guys can see, it draws my eyebrows. I use the spoolie to sort of like fill them in, to fill the pencil in my eyebrows. And then the next step is to use a concealer. I use this Sorbet under eye concealer. I use it on my eyebrows. The reason why I use this one is because it's sort of like a pencil. It's not like the normal concealer that I normally use. So I love this one because it's small and it's able to conceal my eyebrows nicely. The next step is to obviously blend the concealer until you do not see it anymore. I use this small brush to put foundation on the area where I put the concealer so that I cover it up, because I don't like it when my concealer showing around my eyebrows. So I fix that with a foundation. And then the following step is to use a concealer. I love when my under eyes are lighter, so I use a lighter shade to conceal my under eyes, and obviously I blend that, as you guys can see. And also guys, like I feel like with concealer, that don't put a lot of concealer. Like, it's better for you to put it on bit by bit, because if you put a lot of concealer, then it's gonna be hard for you to blend, especially as a beginner. So just put bit by bit, blend, and then put again, and then blend again.
Love yours. No such thing. No such thing as a life that's better than yours. No such thing as a life that's better than yours. Love yours. No such thing as a life that's better than yours. No such thing. No such thing.
And then the next step, I use this darker concealer to sort of like contour my nose. I also like to put my concealer on my nose because I love it when my nose is brighter, and also because of the contour on the sides, it looks more natural. And I don't want to say smaller, because I don't like to make my nose smaller because I have a big nose.
Tell me why you're crying, I'm getting big deal. When you gave me something I don't really feel.
Okay, so guys, I used this powder puff that I got from Shein. It was a bit dirty. And then I also used this banana powder that I got from Clicks. So I like to use this banana powder around the areas where I put my concealer. So yeah, usually it's my under eyes and the bridge of my nose, and also a bit of my forehead, just around my eyebrows and not anywhere else. And also guys, usually I don't really put concealer on my forehead, but I only tap with the sponge that I was using to blend my under eyes. And then guys, the next step is to bronze my face. I use the compact powder. Well, I do not have a reason why I use the compact powder. I saw when I got it, it was cheaper, and it was the color that I wanted, so I just got it as a bronzer. So as you guys can see, I'm bronzing my face. I'm kind of like bringing back some color or some shade into my face, because usually your face, even when you don't have makeup, you do have like some shades where it's a bit darker than the rest of the face. So that is why I'm using the bronzer around those areas.
Big tunes, now it's big tunes. I'm really right now from the side now. Come on, then calm down when you see me. You know that I was there.
I also use the bronzer to sort of like set the side of my nose where I put the contour, where I put the darker concealer. And then guys, the next thing is a blush. I love using a peachy blush, because like I've realized that I do not really like a pink blush. I love a peachy one because it looks more natural for my face. So yeah, I put it around my cheeks, but then I realized that the other one was it wasn't as pigmented as I wanted it to be. So I used, this was actually an eyeshadow but then because it was the color that I wanted, so I used it. As you guys can see, it was a bit orange peachy, which was the color that I wanted. And then I follow up with the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. that is the same shade as my foundation, so I use this to set my whole face. And then the next step is a setting spray. I use a matte setting spray because I love a matte finish. I love a matte makeup look. And then the next step is a mascara. I use this mascara from Legit. It was very cheap and it works for me, so I do not have, oh my gosh, I almost poked my eyes. But then yeah guys, I use this one from Legit and I love it. And also these are the lashes that I use. I got them from a Chinese shop. They were very cheap. I also used the Essence lash glue. It's my favorite one because it works very well for me. And also guys, I love natural lashes. I love when my lashes look natural. And then I use the powder again to set around my nose. And then the next step is to line my lips. I use the lip liner from Mr. Price, which is Scarlet Hill. Whatever you do guys, make sure you always blend your lip liner. Because I was going for a natural look, I went for a lip gloss for my lips. I believe a lip gloss works well with a natural looking makeup look. And then guys, after letting my face dry, I then use a eyeshadow. As you can see guys, I was using those two shades. This eyeshadow is from Mr. Price Scarlet Hill. It was very cheap. I love the pigment. Like, there's nothing wrong with the eyeshadow. I love it so much, and for its price I love it more. I used the white shade to brighten the inner corners of my eyes. And then guys, I used this eyeliner from Mr. Price again. Guys, I hope you guys have noticed that most of the things that I'm using here, they are very affordable. They are very beginner friendly. So I hope you guys can see that. And then after everything guys, this is the final look. This was me in the sun, and then I also stepped away from the sun so you guys can see both sides. So this look was like my favorite. This was the best makeup look I've ever done on myself, because guys, I am a beginner myself, so this was like the best one. Okay, so if you are a beginner, then like you have to trust yourself, because things get better the more you try. Okay, wait a minute, I just wanna give it tonight. Like please, yeah, it's true that I changed the way for you. This is what it's for real. This is how I feel.